Okay, so here I am. I guess this is part two of the Caterpillar D8H track adjuster rebuild. 1969 model, 75,000 pound dozer. This is the piston that I showed before in the last video, part one. I've installed the new seal and installed the metal circlip. Here's the old seal, or what's left of it. Actually, it was my friend Dan that pulled the seal out. He dug the seal out and it was in two pieces by the time he dug out. Well, I guess it's four pieces, but had us both thinking it was a two-piece seal, but it's just one big seal. And then here are two other seals. Now, I ordered some aftermarket ones. Here's the part number. And I gotta tell you, I think the original ones look as good or better. So my inclination is to not even bother replacing them because, yeah, I don't know. I mean, you got some dark spots, but I don't think they're the culprit. I think this seal was the culprit in letting the track adjuster bleed off. Just looks to me like those old seals are a lot more substantial, a lot more durable than these new ones. So let me just take another quick look. I don't know. I guess that is a break right there in the seal. Maybe there's a break right. Yeah, there's a break right there in that seal. I don't know. I guess I can take them off. Look a little closer, and I guess it's not going to hurt to replace them. Maybe these are a little better. I bought my seals from Florin Tractor. I also ordered some from Broken Tractor. Florin, Florin, Florin Tractor in California. Dennis and Dana, really great guys to work with. They're aftermarket. This stuff's all from Florin, and it's aftermarket. I also tried ordering some stuff from Broken Tractor that's aftermarket. That stuff hasn't arrived yet, and it's a lot cheaper. Broken Tractor stuff is a lot cheaper. Maybe 3 or 4 times cheaper. So, like this, I think it's 1PH 457 or something like that. That track adjuster seal from Caterpillar is about 90 bucks. From Florin Tractor, I think it was about 35 or something like that. And then from Broken Tractor, it was like $5 or something crazy. So, you know, you kind of get what you pay for. Sometimes, you know, even if it's just like a pickup truck that you're working on or whatever, you know, sometimes you're better going to the aftermarket, getting actually even better quality stuff from aftermarket, better than OEM. It just depends on the components, and you know, you have to talk to the parts guys and you have to talk to the mechanics and see what their experiences are. Like I've got this F-150 truck over here, and I had all the brakes replaced and had it done at a Ford shop by a Ford mechanic, and he's like, man, we've got a lot of problems with our Ford OEM brakes. I recommend getting some aftermarket stuff, so I bought the best brakes that Napa sold. And, you know, the cost was very similar to Ford OEM stuff, the top Napa stuff. I mean, that was with the parts guys discount and everything. But, you know, with parts, you just never ever know. Usually OEM is pretty good quality, but sometimes the aftermarket stuff is better quality than OEM. And, you know, hopefully it's not going to make that big of a deal with this track adjuster, but you know, if it involves taking the track apart and all that stuff, you know, it takes several hours. You know, even if you're someone that knows what you're doing and have done it before, it's going to take you at least a couple hours if you've got all your act together. Me, probably take like 5 or 10 hours. Could probably take me 5 or 10 hours on the one side, and then maybe I could cut the time down if I do the other side by 20 or 30%, or maybe even half after I've done the first one and kind of know how to do the second one. But you hate to just have to go back in there and do it again because you didn't replace a seal or didn't get a great seal, great quality part. So I don't know. I just hate to replace the stuff with aftermarket stuff that isn't as good as the parts that are maybe coming off of it. Like when I first bought the dozer, I replaced the fuel filters like before I even put it on the trailer and loaded it on the tractor trailer and drove it home. Got fuel filters from Napa with the gasket, and it wouldn't seal up. The gas ended up using the original gasket, the original cat gasket on the fuel filters to get the fuel housing, the fuel filter housing, to actually stop leaking. It would not stop leaking with a Napa gasket. So, man, things are just weird in terms of parts quality and all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of different learning curves to manage. So anyway, that kind of wraps up part 2 of the track adjuster rebuild. Just wanted to show you guys the cylinder and the clip, and I think I will probably go ahead and replace these with the Florin tractor stuff. I trust those guys. You know, their prices for most of the parts they sell are roughly half what the Cat stuff is, but it seems to be really good quality aftermarket stuff. And a lot of the seals that they do sell, like the little yellow orange or yellow nitrile, Cat yellow nitrile seals, those are all Cat, and they sell for like $5 a piece, or $3 a piece, or $2 a piece from Florin. You know, those guys have been in business a really long time, and they know what they're doing, and I don't think they're in the business of selling cheap Chinese junk to create more problems from their customers. So I think I'll go ahead and give these a shot.